Monday. We finna multitask today. Happy Monday, y'all. Finna get some stuff done and get on here and chat with y'all because I realize I haven't been live in like forever. Because it'd be a little hard to multitask. I'm not gonna lie. But happy Monday. How y'all doing? Happy Monday. Welcome in. I keep hitting my thing. That's why the camera is moving a little bit. But happy Monday, y'all. Welcome in. How is everybody doing? I'm multitasking. I'm talking to y'all and I'm also getting some other stuff done. I really wanted to talk about EFT tapping. So if you are not familiar with that, that's probably what I should have pinned, like EFT tapping, because that's what we're talking about today. When I tell you, it is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. If you struggle with anxiety, depression, if you have fibromyalgia, like arthritis, any chronic health conditions, um, it is amazing. It has so many amazing qualities and benefits. So if you are not familiar with EFT tapping, you need to come on in here because we're going to talk about it today. When I say amazing, amazing. Like really life changing. So happy Monday, y'all. Welcome in. It's Monday. It's Monday motivation. We're going to talk about some motivating things today, EFT tapping being one of them. Because when I tell you, if you struggle with anxiety, and I feel like people don't necessarily understand what that looks like in real time. So I'm going to go through some symptoms, right? Excessive worrying, which can mean thinking about the same thing over and over and over again, right? Like you got to break it all the way down because you could say to somebody, do you struggle with anxiety? And they will say no. And then you break down the symptoms and you say things like, oh, do you have excessive worrying? Are you worrying about a lot of things at once? So that might look like you're worried about your mom, you're worried about your kids, you're worried about your finances. That's three different things that you're worried about at one time. That's excessive worrying, right? Do you get quickly irritated or annoyed? That's another symptom of anxiety. That is not normal. Your kids come up to you because they want to show you something and you looking at them screaming, telling them, what? Like that's anxiety. That's not normal. Irritable. You irritated because the people taking too long with your food. You irritated because people are out enjoying themselves as they're supposed to. You're irritated because the girl forgot your napkins at the drive-through line. Like every single thing bothers you. Hey, KDP writer, how is it going? Happy Monday. It's Monday motivation, and I really wanted to talk about EFT tapping. If you're not EFT tapping, you really should be EFT tapping. Like when I tell you it is life changing, if you struggle with anxiety, I really encourage you to, hey, David Washer, how is it going? Welcome in. If you struggle with symptoms of anxiety, that's what I was breaking down because people don't understand. If I say, do you struggle with anxiety? No, but then you're irritable, then you can't sleep, right? So if you struggle with symptoms of anxiety, if you struggle with symptoms of depression, that might look like fatigue. If you go to bed at 8, 9 o'clock and you up by 5, 6 o'clock and you still tired, that's fatigue. That's not normal. Like you can't sleep, that's not normal. Feeling hopeless, feeling chronically sad, feeling down, right? Those are symptoms of depression. So if you struggle with that, or if you struggle with anxiety, I really encourage you to consider EFT tapping. Like you should be doing it every day and it's free. Free, no cost, and it's not going to hurt you, right? You don't want to take hydroxyzine. You don't want to take Lexapro. You don't want to take Zoloft. You don't want to take citrulline. You don't want to take these things. You don't want to take lithium and Nobody should be taking lithium, truth be told. You use something else if you struggle with bipolar disorder. But the point is, if you are saying you want a natural remedy, I don't like going to see therapists, I don't like seeing mental health professionals, I don't like social workers, all they do is just try to push medicine on you. Okay, so EFT tapping is free. It's you using your own words, your own language. You could do it outside. I could do it right here in this chair if I wanted to. So that's what we're talking about today with Monday motivation. Like, I really, really encourage you guys to check it out if you struggle with any of those things, even if you don't necessarily have a mental health concern, because believe it or not, there are some people who just don't struggle in that way. They don't have depression, they don't have anxiety, they may have some situational things. If you lose someone who's important to you, if you're grieving, things of that nature, things of that nature, of course, you're going to experience some concerns, right? But there are some people who don't necessarily have those sorts of problems. I do have a journal. It is actually linked in the description. Honey, How's Your Mental? A journal for mental and emotional well being, because mental health can really be simple, right? Like, everybody's not going to therapy. Some people don't want their records subpoenaed. Some people don't want what they're struggling with written down. Some people just don't want that. And some people may not necessarily need it. So, yeah, make sure you check it out. It's in the description and it's 11:11. I spent more than that at Starbucks this morning. So, if you like what I'm talking about, check it out and come back and let me know how you like it. But anyway, EFT tapping. That is the US. The US. Hey, how's it going? Is it on? Mm, nope. It's linked in the description, because if I go that route, I have to give them something. And that description is mine. I don't have to give anybody anything. Back to EFT tapping though. I keep saying EFT tapping, but I've realized that I've not told you guys what the acronym actually stands for. So it is Emotional Freedom Technique. Basically, the same people who came up with the ACEs questionnaire, which is those 10 questions, and if you answer yes to three or more of them, then you're more likely to struggle with chronic health conditions, mental health concerns later in life. Those same people kept working. Kaiser and Pimente. You can go look them up, because I'm not some girl that just decided to get cute and get on the internet. I actually know what I'm talking about, because I got like 1, 2 degrees that say so. Um, anyway, they said, hey, cognitive behavioral therapy does not work for everyone. It does work, it is effective, but therapy modalities are not a one size fits all. What works for Johnny is not going to work for Sally. What works for Sally isn't going to work for Rachel. Okay, so they noticed that there was a gap in services for people who got cognitive behavioral therapy. They felt like sometimes it takes a little bit longer than necessary. Sometimes people need instant relief, and CBT does not work that way. It is one of those things that does build with time. And so they said, hey, we're going to put neuroscience together, and we're also going to put somatic therapy together. We're going to use a little bit of acupuncture, and this is going to be something you can do yourself. It is a self help tool. That means, ladies, every time something goes wrong, you do not have to immediately get on the phone and call your fave five and tell them all what happened, because they might not want to hear that. They might be having their own stuff going on, like, and we grown. You got to learn how to self regulate. This is a self help tool that you can use on your own. So if you struggle with depression, if you struggle with symptoms of anxiety, and even if you don't have mental health concerns, even if you're just going through a stressful time, if you're a parent, it comes with its level of stresses. It's a beautiful journey, but it certainly comes with its own level of stresses, right? So I really encourage you guys to look into this technique if it's something that you haven't before. You guys let me know, because I see y'all in here. I promise if you talk to me, I'll talk back. Let me know. Have you heard of EFT tapping before? Is it something that you've looked into? Let me know. Because I'm supposed to be multitasking and I'm not really multitasking. So I'm about to have to divert and figure it out. Another symptom of depression and anxiety is also your sleeping patterns. Everybody needs sleep, especially as you get older. You probably need a little bit more sleep than you did when you were a spring chicken. So yeah, I'm only running off 3 hours of sleep. That's why you got bags under your eyes. I ain't never did this before, but I'll try it. I'm gonna just move it out the screen. So if y'all see that up there, just answer it. But yeah, if you're having challenges with sleep, fatigue, restlessness, waking up tired despite how much sleep you got, might be a symptom of depression. All good?
Yeah, actually, I don't know if they're gonna have me come to paint it or if they're gonna have that Dan guy, but I mean, you can go look at it. It looks like once it dries,
It'll
it
be up.
gets painted.
Okay.
It looks like it's gonna blend in pretty good.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. That's one of the hardest things to do is to try to get
Mhm.
and like stomping it the way that somebody did it before. It's really hard to
Yeah.
try to match that.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of hard. So I think I did all right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, all that stuff going on. But that's how you know you serious about doing something. Because when I tell you I'm doing like three different things at once, I'm doing like three different things at once. But I had the time. So I figured I might as well hop on and just talk about some Monday motivation. Like, did you know if you are struggling with your basic necessities that can impact your mental and emotional well being? So, for example, if you are a whole grown adult and you don't have a car, or you don't have access to a car every single time you need to use one, if you don't have reliable transportation, don't you think that's going to impact your mental and emotional well being? Don't you think it's just going to be a little challenging for you to just always be up and on and perky because you have barriers that other people don't have? And that can negatively contribute how you feel mentally and emotionally, you know? Hey, y'all. Happy Monday. It's Monday motivation. As you guys see me sitting here multitasking, I'm trying to like make sure I don't have nothing in the view of things, but it's Monday. Let me know what you've already done to take care of your mental and emotional well being so far. I did some EFT tapping today. That's why I got on here and started talking about it because it is absolutely amazing. It was 6 minutes out of my day, but when I tell you my central nervous system is so calm and relaxed, like I'm doing three different things at once, and it is not bothering me, and it's not the coffee, it's that EFT tapping. So happy Monday. Monday motivation. Like, let me know what you're doing today to take care of your mental and emotional well being. What does that look like for you? I'd have been for a walk already. Well, I don't know what my dear Donald friend means. I'm going to assume that was a typo. I don't know. Um, so yeah. But happy Monday. Monday motivation. How are you taking care of yourself on this Monday? What does that look like for you? Seriously. I've done EFT tapping already. I have already gone for a walk. I did some yoga when I got up this morning. Every healthy coping strategy I know, I'm going to implement it to ensure that I have a productive Monday because we got goals and we got stuff to do. April 1st is in like a day. So happy Monday, Monday motivation. Tell me how you're taking care of you today. As you come in, have you tried EFT tapping before? Emotional, what's that for again? Emotional freedom technique. EFT, emotional freedom technique. Have you tried it before? Like, it literally just blew my mind. When I tell you all 7 of my chakras are, like, singing together, they are like, "Ah, we're good, we feel great." I did some yoga today. I've already gone for a walk, and I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna keep going. Happy Monday, Monday motivation. Tell me what you're doing to take care of yourself. Have you guys tried EFT tapping? Do you journal? Do you give yourself a safe space to experience what you're feeling, your thoughts and emotions? Please don't tell me you just holding everything in, and I hope that you're not still relying on you are thank you. I appreciate that. How are you guys taking care of yourselves? Are you journaling? Y'all know I got a journal, right? I'm just saying, because sometimes you need a safe space for your thoughts to go. You need to be able to process that last crash out that you had. You need to understand what happened so you don't do it again. That's insight oriented therapy, recognizing patterns and behaviors. Every time I crash out, every time Judy crash out, every time Peter crash out, this other thing is always involved. But you can't do that if you just, oh well, I just crashed out. It's just everybody else, they just tripping. Y'all get the journal. Okay. It's 2026 and we are adults, and I know you're sick of that. I know that last relationship was rough. Ooh, it was rough. It was real hard on you. It almost took you up out of here, but you left. Or you got left. However, the cookie crumbled, you're not there no more. So you can cry about it every day. You know, you can continue talking to your 3 girlfriends about the same thing over and over and over again, to the point that now when you talk, they don't even say nothing. Cause it's I done already told you what I think, and I'm not gonna change my mind. And clearly you ain't trying to hear that. So we are now at this awkward space where every time you bring it up, I just don't have nothing to say. That's a good boundary, by the way. But if that sounds like you, if it sounds like something you can resonate with, make sure you check the journal out. I do have a prompt in there called the X Factor, and it is focusing on exactly that. That last relationship, that one that almost took you out, the one that you almost took them out. Okay, like however the cookie crumbled, whatever that looks like, whatever toxicity, whatever manipulation, unhealthy communication, difficulty regulating emotions, whatever was happening in that, you've already talked about all that. You've already processed all that. In my journal, I give you a space to talk about what you learned. What did you gain from that experience? What do you know now that you didn't know then that helps you in your day to day? You see how that work and it all just like flow together? Have you guys tried EFT tapping? Have y'all tried yoga? Have you guys tried progressive muscle relaxation, journaling? Like, tell me how you take care of yourself. I want to know. Tell me on this Monday, Monday motivation, how are you mentally and emotionally taking care of yourself? Intentionally. What does that look like? Notice I said intentionally. I'm doing this on purpose because I recognize that I matter. Because I recognize if my mental and emotional is not right, nothing else is going to be right. My money's not going to be right. My relationships aren't going to be right. Everything is going to be wrong. Anything that I'm involved in is just not going to be right if my mind and my emotions are off. So on this Monday, tell me how you regulate your emotions. How are you taking care of yourself mentally and emotionally? What does that look like for you? Happy Monday, y'all. It's Monday motivation. How are you guys doing today? Are you taking care of yourself? Do you recognize that you're important and you matter? Have you affirmed yourself today? That's a really good. Have you affirmed yourself today? Positive affirmations. Have you told yourself how amazing and wonderful you are? Have you told yourself how much you matter? How important you are? What your contribution to your world is? The one that you directly impact every day and those around it? Happy Monday. It's Monday motivation. Do you journal? This one isn't even mine. This is just like not mine. It's not the journal that I created. It is my journal. It's just not the one that I created, but literally I keep it right beside me and I'm so serious about it. No wonder I created my own journal because I buy everybody else's all the time and use everybody else's. So I think it would only make sense that I would create my own journals because I definitely use them all the time. And I would encourage you to as well. And there is no right or wrong way to journal. The point is, it helps you regulate stress. It provides insight. It helps with self awareness. You ever been around a whole grown person and they have no idea that they're the common denominator in all their relationships? Like you the common denominator. Like I'm not gonna lie, I had a time period where several relationships ended all at once. And I had to be honest and say, okay, now you're the common denominator. Now, is this your fault that all of these relationships ended? Absolutely not. But you do have to take accountability and acknowledge the role that you play. Journaling allows you to do that. If you don't write it out, you'll have absolutely no idea and you will be walking around like a deer in headlights. It's everybody else. It's everybody else. No, babe, it's you. You play a role. You play a part. I'm not gonna say it's you. I'm not gonna say that because I don't know the situation. I will say in my own situation in that time period, I had to acknowledge the role that I played. My mental and emotional was not where it needed to be. That's how that journal got created, truth be told. Because I recognized all this is happening because your mental and your emotions are everywhere. So, on this Monday motivation, I'm really encouraging you, invoking you to try some EFT tapping. Okay, try journaling, try going for a walk, try meditating, try progressive muscle relaxation. I could try cooking, try eating your favorite snack, try putting on your favorite comfort show, try box breathing. You see all these different techniques that I could just comfortably list off for you to implement to manage your mental and emotional well being. You guys understand that? Happy Monday. It's Monday motivation, and we are just in here just talking about different ways to motivate yourself, which motivation actually comes from doing. Every now and then, you may get just a burst of it based on your environment or maybe something you consume, but for the most part, motivation comes from doing. When I created the journal and then I created the website and then I sold that very first journal, that was all the motivation I needed to keep going. One step preceded the next step, preceded the next step. And then it's just something that I just keep going with because motivation isn't going to come out of thin air. Sometimes it comes from the people that you're around, but you also have to be careful because are you siphoning their energy? If you're only motivated to do something when you get around a certain person, are you siphoning from them? Because it is true that we rub off on each other. It is true we have the ability to invoke change, especially if you look like this. So we do have those abilities, but if the only time you ever look at your finances is when you're around your millionaire friend, that's the only time you ever look at them, think about them, say a quote about them, pull up a TED talk, only when you're around that one friend that you have access to. But then when you're not around them, it's not something you think about. Are you that means you're siphoning from them. That's another reason why you need to journal so that you can be aware of your maladaptive behaviors. Notice I didn't say negative. I didn't say less than optimal. I said maladaptive, meaning you could work on them and change it and it could get better. All right, y'all. I'm about to get ready to get up off of here. I was really trying to go to a certain point, but happy Monday, y'all. It's Monday motivation. On this Monday, how are you motivating yourself? What does that look like? What coping strategies are you implementing? What healthy things are you doing? How are you slowing your brain down? How are you honoring yourself? Are you giving yourself a safe space to actually feel your feelings? And sometimes we do have to compartmentalize. Sometimes it's not the time or the place. And that's a part of being an adult and having the ability to self regulate and knowing how to read the room. It's kind of hard to do that if you never take the journey inward and focus on you and what you have going on versus on everybody else. So happy Monday, y'all. It's Monday motivation. What are you doing to care for yourself? What are you doing to take care of your mental and emotional? I did some EFT tapping today, and when I tell you my central nervous system is so calm, all seven chakras are very much so nice and aligned and energetically charged. Okay, like if you don't even have to struggle with a mental health concern. If you just have an emotionally charged job, if you're a parent, okay, if your friend is going through a divorce, like life, if you watch the news, it doesn't have to necessarily mean that you have something clinically wrong, but stress is a normal part of living. Ways that we can manage and minimize that stress might look like implementing healthy coping strategies, right? Like EFT tapping. When I tell you it was so amazing, it was so amazing. It was 6 minutes out of my day. Six, 6 minutes out of my day. But I've been on here for like half hour and I really got on here to talk about EFT tapping. Like it was so awesome. It was amazing. And I just wanted to share that. I wanted to get on here and motivate somebody else to just say, hey, do something to take care of your mind and your mental and emotional well being. For me today, that looked like EFT tapping. And when I tell you it made a world of difference, it made a world of difference. And it's free. Didn't cost me anything. It's a self help tool, something you do for yourself, your body, your voice, your breath. I really, really encourage you to check it out. Okay. So happy Monday, y'all. Monday motivation. I hope that you guys continue to look after yourself, take care of yourself. Again, my name is Key, and I mentally help women get unstuck. And this was your check in. Take care of yourself, okay? Bye, y'all.